What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Enigmatica 2 Expert. Oh yeah, guys. So, since last episode, I have been doing just a few things around the base here. First thing, I added in some more P2P stuff down here. Yeah, and I have moved all of our auto crafting stuff to this lower layer, so we got some free ones up here now. Yeah, so we have a few of them that aren't being used up here, and then we got a few down here that are available for use now. So our auto crafters are right here. In fact, I have added 2 more banks of auto crafters. Yeah, the amount of storage that we had left for our patterns was getting a little thin, and I kept having to like place things in spots that I didn't really want to. So yeah, I have added in 2 more banks of auto crafting. So that is a whole lot of possible auto crafting that we can do here. Anyway, so all 4 of those are down here. And then this one right here is connected over to our CPU banks over here. Yeah, we only got 7 of them, but we haven't needed more than 7 at a time, so I am pretty happy with that. I also went ahead and I got rid of the nuclear craft reactor that we had right here. There was no longer any use for this since we're able to get plutonium. We're able to get plutonium now through UU matter, and that was the only reason for this, was to take nuclear fuel, deplete it, and then we could process that into plutonium. But we don't need to do that anymore, so there's no reason for that thing. And as we obsolete machines and auto crafting, I would like to kind of clean things up a little bit and try and help with the frame rate. I did notice that this mod pack does have compact machines, so some things we could move to a compact machine. Just a possibility. We could move things here, and then this also has the compatibility adapter mod. Let me just search for @ME. I think is Okay. Well, anyway, it's in here. I can't find it right now because I don't know how to spell it. Apparently. Anyway, you can pipe applied energistics channels to a compact machine. So we could take some of these setups that we have over here, like these guys, for instance. Yeah, this could all be in a compact machine, and that would help frame rates a little bit. That could be its own compact machine. This over here could be, yeah. So there's a lot of things that we could do to help clean up the frame rate. So that might be something that we look at in the future. Other things I just got done doing. Well, another thing I was thinking that we could do actually is get rid of our wither killer. Since we have nether star seeds, there is no reason to spawn the wither in anymore as far as I know. So there's no reason to have an automated system. I've already disconnected this thing here from applied energistics. This cable. Yep, so we no longer can craft using this method over here. It's just going to use our nether star essence. And we got quite a bit of it. So yeah, like no real reason for this. So I'll probably get rid of this. Our mob grinder over here, though, I did change some things. So this cable is new, this redstone conduit. This actually goes behind the wall and up into the middle of our spawner room here. If we come over this way, you can see I've added some switches to the walls here as well. So we can turn the lights on and off from here. That's something that we've been able to do, really, except that switch was like over here and on a different conduit. But yeah, I've unified it all, so it goes through one conduit that goes all the way down to the bottom and into our spawner. So this is pretty cool. I found out something new about Ender IO that I didn't know. So you can see now that our shulker is off, right? The lever is off, and it's not doing anything. So normally to invert, you use like a redstone torch or something. But the redstone conduits now have a filter. So if we do Ender filter, it's got these different conduit filter upgrades. So a NOT filter is exactly what a redstone torch does. It sends the opposite signal. So you can make one of those and you put this onto the receiving end, the output side of your conduit, and then it'll output the opposite of whatever the conduit is receiving. So right now we're not sending a redstone signal, but it is receiving one over here because of that upgrade. Anyway, so we can turn this on. You can see the shulker spinning, and then we will get shulker spawning in here momentarily. There we go. Yep, and same thing for the blaze. We can turn the blaze on if we want to, and that will spawn in blaze. So another thing that we could do with this is we could hook applied energistics up to these switches, that same conduit, and do an ME level emitter when we run below 1,000 blaze rods. It'll turn the spawner on. kill blaze until we get 1,000, and then I'll turn the emitter off, or, you know, something along those lines. So that could be something that we do. I'm not sure how necessary that is or not, but it is a possibility. Another thing I was thinking, we have this turned on so there's lights, so we're not spawning regular monsters in there. If we remove the floor, or at least change the floor out to a non-spawnable block, yeah, we could have it so the lights aren't on. I don't know if that's really matters. We might have some monsters that need lights off in order to spawn, but I don't know, just other things I was thinking of. But yeah, that's what I've been working on a little bit off camera here. But anyway, the reason why we added in all this extra crafting stuff down here is because we needed more space for patterns, right? One of the things that we had to do here for the dimensional builder is make void ore miner controller tier 6, void resource miner controller tier 6, and there's also quests here if we go to the environmental tech section for making all of these solar arrays. And the solar arrays require their own special solar cells, and yeah, that would just, there's just so much patterns that we had to make. So if we come into here, scroll down a little bit, yeah, so these are the patterns I just got done making for environmental tech so we can do some stuff. But you can see that there is no void ore miner controller tier 6 here, because that you have to do differently. And same thing for the solar array controller tier 4 and higher, those have to be done in a different way. So yeah, we're going to take a look at that. So let's go ahead and make ourselves a void ore miner controller tier 5. I think we can auto-craft this. I haven't actually tested it, but I'm pretty sure we have everything in the system to do this. Yes. So we put in all the different things to make all the blocks. So I'll just go ahead and start that up. That should actually happen fairly quickly, I think. Well, it would happen faster if we had our astral sorcery ritual over here. We're waiting on some things to be processed. But, you know, aside from that, it's going, you know, pretty quickly, a lot faster than if I were trying to craft this by hand, that's for sure. But anyway, we will get ourselves the tier 5, and then we need to do, what is it, a void ore miner. So the tier 6 is made with the pellets of Rtg Fuel in a basic crafting. So that would be the white one right here. So I need to get myself the hazmat suit, rubber boots. I put all the hazmat stuff into here. Scuba. I don't remember what the other things are called. They're like weird names. Industrial. Let's see. It'd be towards the bottom here. So hazmat suit. Okay, they're called hazmat. All right. So we have all of this stuff. So I can take off this armor, put this stuff on, and then we can start working with pellets of Rtg. So the void ore miner tier 5. So we have this guy. And then we needed 2 iridium neutron reflectors. We can make those pretty easily. So that'll go. Then we need the Rtg fuel. Now I'm pretty sure, not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure you can make this stuff directly out of UU matter. So you have to make one, scan it. I might do that actually. Let's craft 3 of these. I'm not sure how much pellets of Rtg we're gonna need. I'll go ahead and tell it to craft up 3 of those. We'll use 2 of them for this recipe, and then I'll try and scan the other one. Yeah, that way we can do it a little bit faster in the future. If we need more of these pellets of Rtg, I think it's just gonna make a lot of sense to do it that way. All right, so we are just processing some iron plates here. So let's grab one of those. Let's go see if we can put it in the scanner. I'm pretty sure you can. Oh yeah, you can. So I have done some scanning over here. I put in a whole bunch of items into our pattern storage. So we have the tiny piles of plutonium. Then we have the regular plutonium. So the regular one is 9 of the tiny ones that requires 213 millibuckets of UU matter. So you can make like 5 of these per bucket-ish. I've also done wither skeleton skulls. That's only 50 millibuckets, right? Heavy engineering block is a unique one for this mod pack, 25 millibuckets. Advanced alloys, that's 1.8 millibuckets, so like hardly anything for those. Machine frames from thermal expansion, 40 millibuckets. Yep, not bad. Machine blocks, I forget which mod that one is. Is that extra utilities maybe? This is the RF tools one, 26. Machine case. These are like a lot of different things. I went through the configuration file and I looked at all the different items from all the different mods that we can do that are special to this mod pack. Dragon Hearts 2 buckets. Anyway, I went through and I scanned all of those items and I put them into here. Ultimate control circuit, yeah, 15 millibuckets. Those are cheap. Advanced coils, 6 millibuckets. Redstone engineering block. So rubber, this is something I don't understand. So rubber from IC2 costs 100 millibuckets. So you get 10 of those per bucket of UU matter for the rubber. Insulated copper cable is kind of the same thing. I don't understand the prices of those. Sticky resin, you put that into an extractor, you get 3 rubber. That costs 33.31 buckets. What? You can't remove these from the pattern storage, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if there's a way to. But anyway, I just thought I'd point that out. Oh, this thing is still going. I should click it with the bottle. Let's click it a few more times. We got extra time on here. So yeah, the pellets of Rtg Fuel cost 681 millibuckets of UU matter. I think that's fair. Those are kind of expensive. They do require some stuff to do, but if we ever want to make a whole bunch of those, I was actually testing this to make sure if that was true. It was 33 buckets. Yeah, we can tell the system to craft one of those, and there it goes. Yeah, on the back of our replicator, I have an ME import bus that goes directly into the system. And then, yeah, we got 300 buckets of this over here and almost 1,000 buckets over here. A thing to note, though, with this entire setup, I did have to restrict our flux point here to 1 million RF per tick. We're making a lot of power in the end right now with that reactor, but I had this thing going full blast, and we ran out of power in the base. Yeah, believe it or not, that thing can just suck so much power. The mass fabricator or matter fabricator, yeah, it gets crazy. You got to keep watch on that thing. As much power as you give it, it'll take it all. Anyway, so now that we have the pellets of Rtg Fuel, let's go ahead and grab those. Whoops, I needed 2 of those. So the pellets of Rtg Fuel, we need 4 ethium blocks. 4 of these guys. Cool, so that's easy. And then we are going to need the iridium neutron. All right, so there's all of these guys. So we come in here, do this, do this, do that, and there is our void ore miner controller tier 6. Now, we already have one of those in the world over there, but yeah, we definitely need one of these for this recipe, so we had to make another one. So void resource miner controller tier 6, void resource miner. I think we were able to do all of this for auto crafting. I haven't tried this pattern yet, but pretty sure everything's just gonna work. Yeah, it looks fine. All right, so we can tell that thing to craft. It's got to make a little bit of signalum. No big deal. And then, oh yeah, the interconnects, I think, is the longest part of that, huh? All right, so there is a void resource miner controller tier 6. Now, I think there is quests for these, and I might actually have messed things up. Yeah, I need to go through and make each one of these so the system knows that we've done that. All right, so we can do that. And then also, back in the environmental tech section, yeah, we have the solar arrays. I kind of want to do these as well and complete these quests. So let's go in here. Solar array. We can do a tier 1. I'll just go ahead and do these ones with you guys, and then we will do the rest of them off camera, like all the resource ones. I will take care of those. So I just need to have this in my inventory, okay? And then we can upgrade that to a tier 2, which uses that tier 1 controller. So we will do that. Oh, that's going to be using a lot of these connectors and interconnects and stuff, so it's going to take a little bit of time for all of this stuff to process. So yeah, this is something that I'll just go ahead and cut out. So let me go ahead and finish this up, and we'll be right back, guys. All right, guys, so I went through the crafting here, and in our quest book, if we take a look, I made an accuracy modifier, so we got that one taken care of. And I did make a piezo modifier. Now, the piezo modifier is only for the solar arrays, and that allows a solar array to produce power when it's raining on it. Not necessary. We don't have rain in our world anymore, and it's always going to be daytime, so it doesn't matter. And I'm not even sure if we're going to be using these, but we might. We might. So accuracy modifier, this is for the void resource miner or void ore miner. I believe it adds extra percentage chance to whatever like you're trying to target, I think. Anyway, not important. We're not going to be using it because we don't really need it. So yeah, all of these are done. Let's go ahead and just claim all of these rewards, and we'll pop these open real quick. So we get an enhanced building guide. We get ourselves some coconut shrimp. Food doesn't matter to us anymore. Extreme chili. Beef Wellington. We get ourselves some mana steel. All right. Some tacos. So many food items. Goodness. A gun turret. If you want to keep monsters away, but we don't have problems with that. A block of ironwood. We get ourselves a block of steel leaf. We get ourselves a lapis 4 lapis blocks, and a dragon head. Have we gotten one of those before from a reward? I'm not entirely sure. I think we have some from when I raided the end before. But anyway, we'll put all these things into here, get those all out of my inventory. Okay, so we have all of that done. So I was going to continue on to make the solar array tier 4, this guy, but this requires us to have advanced crafting, which we do, but it requires all this stuff. So I figured we would do some of these together. So we need 12 palladium solar cells. So we have the auto crafting recipe set up for that. We can take a look at some of these items. 192 blocks of tin. Anything else of note in here? Yeah, it's got to make photovoltaic cells, 108 of those. And all right, so we'll just go ahead and tell it to craft all those. That'll take a minute. And then we need advanced solar generators. Now, we've received some of these as rewards. We're in fact using some of these as power earlier on. Yeah, we have 3 of those, but I set up an auto craft to craft another one that does require generators from IC2, furnaces. Yeah, it turns the furnaces into iron furnaces, and then we need solar panels. All right, so we have all the crafting set up for that. And that actually shouldn't take super long for that one solar panel. Yeah, that's done. All right, so this is still crafting up the solar cells here, but we are finished with that as well. Awesome. All right, so we have those guys and that. So there's our 4 advanced solar generators. Then we need the solar cells. There's our 12 litherite, palladium solar cells. We need 4 palladium blocks. Easy. All right. We needed to get ourselves 3 energy cell frame. And those are real simple now that we have the machine frames available all the time. We don't have to go through all of that nonsense. All right. So we got 3 of the energy cell frames. Next, we needed a reinforced cell frame. And auto craft for that. Again, we have the machine frame all ready to go. So this shouldn't take super long. I'm actually not sure everything that it's doing here. Yeah, that's done. Awesome. Isn't it done? Maybe it's not done. I thought it was done. No, it's crafting it somewhere. Yeah, the applied energistics, like when you look at this screen here, if you're looking at something and then another auto craft happens somewhere else, it like switches that auto craft. Yeah, it's kind of annoying like that. But anyway, so we have all of that stuff done. So I think that's everything. We just need the solar array controller tier 3. And here we go. All right, so that's on the gold one. So we should be able to do this. And there's a solar array controller tier 4. Awesome. Cool. And we got a quest complete for that. Let's take this one and we'll pop it and we get ourselves a wind generator. All right, or I guess 2 wind generators. Yeah, we already have a few of those, so that's pretty cool. So solar array controller tier 5 does require large solar panels, which actually is not that bad to craft. They seem scary. They're kind of scary looking, but honestly, it's not that much stuff. Some gold, some redstone, and some glowstone, I think. So we'll just craft those guys up. Ionite solar. So we need 20 of those. And we are able to do that, no problem. So we'll just queue that up. Let's get the large solar things. We'll put those in our inventory, and they do stack, so that's kind of nice. Ionite. Yeah, we need ionite blocks, so we are gonna need 12 of those. Very good. So we got that. Is the ionite solars done? No, we only got 5. Okay, so it's still working on the rest of them. What is it doing? It's doing signalum. Okay, so yeah, that'll take it a minute to finish all of those up. So we needed 4 hardened cell frames. And yeah, we got those. That should be kind of a quick craft, I think. I don't want to keep switching off and searching for other things, because then I got to go research for these items back again. And that gets a little tedious trying to find these items. Looks like we're just about done here, so we'll have our 4th one in just a second. Anytime now. There it is. Awesome. All right, so now we can move on. We need 2 signalum cell frames. And we have everything available for that, so we'll queue that up. So yeah, this is where it's going to get a little bit more interesting. Actually, let's make the 4 elite plating. We have everything for that. It just has to craft up some of that calcium sulfate. That actually takes a little bit of time for that to happen. All right, so Signalum, cell frame, full. There's one, and the other one should be about done. There it is. Cool. So we have those. All right, so we're just waiting on the calcium sulfate for the elite plating. And we have them. Okay, so all of that's now done. So the thing is, we need these high voltage solar arrays. This is the part that's going to be a little bit tricky. And these are all done too. Okay, so the high voltage solar array, if we tell it to click next, it looks like we need a furnace recipe. We need nearly 500 furnaces for this. Yeah. We're going to need 10 ingots. Apparently we're running low on 10. We are going to need plastic or IC2 rubber, one of the two. And we need 2x gold insulated cables because the system doesn't know how to craft that. Now, remember, this is just for one. We actually need 2 of these. So we're going to need about 1,000 furnaces, which I think we can auto-craft. I don't think that's a big deal. 10, we are going to have to process some to get that going. But yeah, this 1,200, 1,300 plastic that we are needing, that we are missing, that's kind of an issue. Now, we do have this over here. A bunch of the tiny dry rubber balls. So we can grab all these and put them into the system. 9 stacks of this turns into 1 stack of the stuff that'll turn into the plastic. I honestly don't know if we have enough. I really should like find a better way to do this, but let's just put what we grabbed into the system here. All right, so do I have a recipe to turn that into plastic? I don't remember. No, I don't have any recipes to do that. Okay, so we want the tiny dry rubber ball thingies. Okay, so those all craft into like the regular ones, and then these smelt into plastic. So looking at how much we have here, I think we have enough. I was thinking that we were going to have to do some crazy stuff here, but I think we should be okay. So if I come over to the furnace, I can set this as a recipe and just have those all process. Okay, so yeah, we are gaining plastic now, so that's not bad. I'll go ahead and do that with the rest of them. I think we have enough to continue this. Yeah, 238 more stacks. We should be fine. I was thinking that we were going to have to do some craziness for that. All right, so let me go ahead, wait for this all to finish up here. I'll make the final recipes for the 2x insulated gold. And for the furnaces, we should have plenty of... Well, actually, is it just cobblestone for the furnace? I don't remember now. Furnace. Compressed cobblestone, so we have that. Cobblestone, and then the stone gears. Yeah, we can do all that. No big deal. I'll go and make the recipes for that, and then we'll continue on. All right, guys. So since last clip, I went ahead and I made 10 seeds. 10 essence. So we have 10 essence coming in. We got the greenhouse glass on there, and we're collecting that. I also did the same thing with coal. Coal essence. Although I don't have any speed upgrades on that guy, so it's going a little bit slower. But yeah, we're getting coal essence in, so we don't have to worry about that. All of our tin has been processed. All of our tin ore. Yeah, I went ahead and I processed all of that. So we have quite a few tin blocks and a lot of ingots. But when this all runs out, yeah, we'll have the essence as a backup. I think eventually we're probably going to move all of our resources off like that. Things like signalum. It would be awesome if we had signalum seeds, but it doesn't appear that we do. So yeah, things like that we are going to have to just continue to craft as we have been doing. But anyway, you know what? I can take off this armor, can't I, by now? Yeah, we don't need the Rtg anymore. So everything is ready to go here. The high voltage solar arrays, these things are like crazy. So the solar array, if I wanted to craft one of these, just one of those, yeah, it says it costs 55,500 bytes. We don't have any processors that can do that. So, well, actually, I guess that's not quite correct. I think it's saying we can't do it because of this. But anyway, I was trying to craft this before, and it said that it was taking like 100,000 bytes or over that, I guess, for 2 of them. So I had to craft each one individually. Yeah. Anyway, so we are ready to go here. Here is our solar array controller tier 5, all done. Quest complete. Heck yeah. So let's claim the top one, and we will pop it, and we get some resonating gems. That's not bad. We'll put those away. Okay, I guess we can put away the scuba gear too. So the final one here is the Solar Array Tier 6. That's the final quest for environmental tech. Now, if we go take a look at this guy, yeah. So we're gonna be a little bit before we can get to this point. It does require us to have the singularities, a few different ones. It requires us to have the solar neutron activators. We know how to make those. We've done those before. Some RTG, no big deal. Ethium bricks, Ethium solar panels. 4 of the high voltage ones. So we're gonna need a lot more plastic for those. And a couple of awakened cores, a draconic reactor core, no big deal. Just have to go fight the Chaos Guardian. What else was in here? Yeah, these ultimate ingots. These we haven't even looked at touching yet, and I'm not sure I want to. But anyway, we are going to have to make these eventually. So yeah, that's something to look forward to. And then I guess 4 blocks of crystalline ingots. Yeah, so this is quite the recipe. Definitely a very, very end game style recipe. We'll just go ahead and put those away. So we did end up making the Void Ore Miner Controller and Void Resource Miner Controller Tier 6s. So we have both of those. We have the Endless Pearl. Laser Base is pretty easy. Digital Miner is pretty easy. So we still have to work on the Infinity Catalyst and that Silk Quarry card and the Advanced Miner, which really isn't a big deal. Just some IC2 crafting. These are things that we're going to go ahead and get done in the next few episodes, I'm sure. But anyway, that's going to do it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a like on this episode if you liked it, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.